Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 3. Last time, we made our way further through Xorn or Xorn Shell, or whatever it is we're doing at this point. And we made it all the way to, I think, the second last save point in the game. All that stands before us, and rescuing Elfine and defeating Xorn, is one small hallway. This is not a hallway I really like to have to deal with. This hallway contains the most powerful enemies in the game that are not bosses, including this guy who decides he wants magic immunity on. You can cancel that out depending on who goes first, and he is really, really weak to magic, which helps out a lot. Anyway, last Keeper, he is a demon type enemy, and he can drop a smart seed and a spirit staff. I'm not gonna tell you who it's for. Gigas Omega, we've already seen them, I believe. I mentioned before we can get defense seeds out of them. And Excise Omega. Omega can drop magic seeds and the almighty Spirit Sword. Spirit Sword has an attack power of 125 and restores SP when you're hit, or when you hit. One of the two. Anyway, this area is basically where you want to do your farming for the rest of the game, because, yeah, no darkness for you. Because the enemies here drop really good stuff, but it's also incredibly rare to actually get the drop. Let's see here. Gravity. Move you guys all together there. Hit you with Dragon Slash. Not that I needed to move them together, but it kept them away from actually hitting me. It's more the main reason why I went for it. You could switch some things up and put Demon Hunter on, but those two that we killed already, those are the ones we don't really need to worry about. Let's do a Golden Feather here, get Ulf to try and finish off these guys, and with Legendary Thief on, hopefully I can get at least one of the drops. In my test run, I had Queen's Heels, and that was the one that I was able to get, and I wasn't really able to I wasn't able to get either of these two weapons in my test run. I just gave up because it was taking too long, and that likely really looked like Donna was going to go, so I guarded. I wanted somebody to kill him.
Bring him on.
Well, that's not a staff, and it's not a sword. What is that? A Platinum Feather. So there's that. Now, be careful, because, yeah, these demons around there, they come with health as well, and, of course, in this fight, using all demons would be beneficial, but yeah, we cancel off your magic immunity here, and then hit you with magic, it does a lot of damage. Not that we really need it, and a good spell, because the other demons absorb fire, would be something like Australia Zap. Ice would probably also be a good choice. Stop you from hitting.
The Judgment card. You must accept your fate.
Go. It'll be harder to see, unfortunately, with Australia Zap how much damage this does, but we've only hit the that one guy once, and he's already gone. Or he's almost gone. That basically did over, what, 5,000–6,000 damage to him. Hecht? No, not your turn.
Hey,
well,
even trying.
It's another one of those Platinum Feathers. Yeah, there's multiple battles with these guys in here. Make sure you've saved at there. I can't remember which ones, if any of these guys actually respawn, but I don't know. I just think it's worthwhile to save ahead of time, because I don't really need to grind for levels at this point. We're more than strong enough to finish anyone, you know, in the game off. We could be lower level and still be able to take out the final boss quite easily at this point, so I'm not really worried, but it would be nice to be able to set some things up. Let's see, you are going for a normal attack. And what I want to do is I want to set up gravity here.
Gravity!
Mainly just so you don't... Oh, I guess the other guys are immune to magic, so they're immune to effects from magic like gravity too. But...
by this divine melody.
And I'm going to have Donnie use a platinum feather because she should be able to get that off, and I can just go replenish that. You'll notice how there seems to be more little spinning things in the orb in the top right corner there. So yeah, that drops all their stats, making them a little easier to kill here. The reason why there's more spinning things in the orb is because there are, because we've gotten closer now to
How about this?
filling it up. If we don't fill it up, taking care of all the enemies up here, I'll go down the floor and we'll see what we can get from doing that. Let's see here. You can go for that. You can go for that. Let's see, what do you do with that? Not as bad as some of the other things we've seen. You don't get the attack.
All right.
I got another potion. Yeah, I'm just going to leave all these fights in because this is basically the most difficult area I guess you could run into in the game. So just kind of be aware of that. Ah, you got your magic immunity off too soon. I was hoping to cancel that off and then follow up with a nice spell.
Can't stop me now.
But we can cancel the other two. I guess that's fine too.
What a rush!
Alright, and you... Nope. Let's see, where is it? I want... Warrior's Tonic on you! So you can actually do something. Let's see, you... do I want to go for Baboom? Probably. Probably good enough. Should finish off the Gigases there.
These come in handy, don't you think?
Definitely, especially since enemies still drop them. And I definitely need more SP. But this will get the other guys out of the way. Basically, come in here with as much SP as you can. Make sure you're healing up your SP throughout the fight. Maximum HP, maximum MP. Just make sure that you are ready, because they can do quite a bit of damage, and even more when they set up well. Just hoping to be able to kill them ahead of time, but oh boy. That's not good. Alright. Power Slam. No, that's gonna hurt. Especially with WoW on. At least he's got full HP. Yeah. A little bit of pain there. We'll finish off you. And I have a feeling Freeze probably won't work on you.
Hear me, evildoers.
But we'll see. It might be considered a tech instead of a magic spell, so. And let's get another Warrior's Tonic on Hex, since I'm not really worried about running out of them at this point in the game. We're basically at the
Why don't we
end,
try
so
this?
use them freely. Just keep her SP up, because she can do Armageddon, and that's going to be quite useful. Oh, the regeneration effect from the, what was it, the Hero's Armor or something like that? Yeah, I tried it, and it was like 150 or something like that on Yuki, and it happened somewhat often. More skill, can't complain with that. Seed. So, it's somewhat worthwhile. We'll finish off these guys here. No, you don't get to attack me. You get to get attacked yourself, because I can do lots of damage with that. And
Dragon of Light.
let's see.
Let me your power.
Might be enough damage to take out the Excise. Maybe not. He does have Burst Center on, so we'll see. Should be able to take out the Gigases, I would think. Yay, look at that. Look at all the items we just got from that
Hey,
room.
were they even trying?
Lots of experience, lots of items. Whoa, there's another one. Yeah, those guys respawn. You can fight them continuously that way. Let's go down a floor and see if those guys will respawn or not. If not, then I'll probably load up in between episodes to see if I can happen to get those drops. But if not, actually I also wanted to check on my my orb, because I want to max that out if I can. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, they've all respawned, so you can fight them all as many times as you need to in order to attempt to get the items, and also, you know, level grind or money grind if you wanted to do that. I'm not going to show these guys again. I'm going to fight through all of them one more time. Hopefully my orb is filled by then, and then we can move on.
All right, we did it.
Oh, whoa, okay. I had fast forward on there, but, booyah! I did not expect to get that. Save point, I like you. Let's go use you now. Wow, I never got that in my test run. Oh boy, that is nice to be able to see. Ultimate Sword. 125 restores SP when attacks hit. So, I'm guessing since it's on a weapon, it's whenever you actually damage the enemies. Well, I'm going to keep fighting those guys, and hopefully I will get the other one that's involved, and I should also probably heal. Okay, we're back, but we're in the menu because, yeah, they're gonna start running after us no matter what we do, and they keep respawning. Oh, well, the middle one didn't, but the demons on the side, they will always respawn. Top of the Cursed Tower. We're almost there. In fact, I think we are here. And we get a final save point. This one is nice enough to heal us up. We can still go back even from this one to that final room there and do as much grinding or farming as we want to. For now, I am just going to save up. And we will go confront whoever's left.
Alfina!
Yuki!
Love, it is the beginning of the end. I will never rest as long as love continues to exist. Love is the cause of all suffering, all pain, all conflict. It must be wiped from the face of this world, now and for all eternity.
No!
Only when all who love have been destroyed will my world be complete. Indeed, it was your love that brought me back.
Xorn! I understand now. You're wrong. Xorn, no matter how people suffer, if they have love, then they'll survive.
Amelius. So, you have chosen destruction as well?
Emilius!
Take care of my sister.
Emilius!
He's gone. To put an end to this.
To protect something important to him.
Something important. Yes. The bond between you. Heck,
Yes. At long last, we have saved Alfina. And she's back in our party, all somehow leveled up to match, equipping the stuff that she had on before. You shouldn't have to worry about unequipping anything from Hex, since her weapon is unique, her armor is unique, and her shoes are unique. As long as I get the items that I had before, which was Anne's necklace, Ether Egg, and whatever the hell book she had. I think, yeah, she had an expert book, so there's that. I think in the official strategy guide, the expert book is wrongly associated. It says in there that you get this as being a default equipment on Hecht, even though it's actually the divine book that you get from that. So there's that in case you're interested in that. Let's see. So we'll give you some warp shoes and we'll level you up. Let's give you something new that we got here. Let's see. Maiden's dress. Yeah, that's pretty much all around the best possible thing you could give her. Let's see. And so we've got protection against all statuses. So the best thing you can really give her is... where is it? The Divine Charm to have elemental damage. So now she's got that. Let's take a look at weapons here. Yeah, this was the mistake I made earlier in the game. The enemy that we killed when we got to Sermania the first time, not this Sermania, the final dungeon, the one before it. I killed 2 enemies and they both dropped staves, and I was mistakenly thinking that they were both Lilith staffs. They were not. They were staffs of Isis, referencing the Egyptian deity, not the evil people. So yeah, we have 2 of these, even though we don't need them. They're the alternative Chaos Flail for Alfina, so I've managed to get all of them except the Chaos Flail, and I keep referencing that one. So anyway, we have those in case you want them. I don't. I want to give you Staff of Light. That would be much better. Give you that. And pretty much what I'm going to do now is I'll probably just move forward with kind of my ultimate setup for what's left in the game. Let's give you... let's see. So I want you protected against elementals. A lot of people will put the Spirit Ring on Yuki, but I like to... I think I like to give him something else. I think I just give him protection from that since he has more resistance than Ulf does, so it makes more sense to give Ulf, or no, that's why I do things differently here, because I normally give him the Spirit Boots. So now he's protected against elements and status, elements and status, elements and status, and you are protected against status and silence, and I don't think I have a way of protecting you against elements, but it doesn't matter because you have the highest, second highest resistance stat in the game. So it's not as important for you. I believe that's how I had it set up in my test run there. So there's that, and we'll give you the expert book there. And yeah, I think we're pretty much set up and ready to go. The final item that we can get for her is the Spirit Staff. 96 attack, 80 magic, heals status elements when used as an item. So it's better, but it's not that much better. And I didn't get either of the spirit weapons in my test run, so I'm not particularly worried about that. But now that we have access to Alfina again, we can reset her up. No, I don't need to remove anything, so we want to give her that, and... Oh, by the way, take a quick look at this. I forgot to note this. We get a present, parting present from Hecht. Yes, Armageddon. We actually get to keep that for the final encounter because that's pretty much all that's left. I will probably go out and fight, and maybe I can get it that last level, or maybe I'll just use it in the fight as it is, because I'm basically just going to use it at the start of the fight, and then I'm not going to use it again. So there's that. So yeah, it's a nice parting gift that we get from her. And perception counter, and you know what? I'll set up all this stuff off screen on my own time, since I'm going to reset up everybody anyway. Someone will be getting Magic Esoterica. It's probably Donna, because she will be using pretty much nothing but spells in the upcoming final boss fight. And that's all there is. There's no, you know, secondary final dungeon thing where you have to go through an area. It's just the final encounter that's left. So, if there's anything else that you wanted me to do, I'm going to record the final encounter next here, and I'll record the finale there. I believe this is a Friday episode based on what I remember looking at. So, if that's the case, I will probably tag the ending over the weekend, or start it on Monday and separate into parts, depending on whether I think it needs to get separated into parts. If it's only like 35 minutes, then it'll just be one episode. I'll probably upload it on the Saturday, the day after this one comes up, just so that we can get it all out of the way. As far as anything else that you want me to show off, I'm going to show off, let's see here, the orb, the one orb that... I can't remember. Did I show off Yot's Orb or not? I don't remember if I showed off Yot's Orb. But I'm going to use Seba's Orb in the final fight, even though it's unnecessary. It just gives me all the buffs in one move instead of me having to do anything about it. Someone had mentioned that when you use this orb, every once in a while in battle, it'll move someone's IP forward on the gauge. So that's an interesting thing that I didn't know about, and I don't remember reading anything about that. So that's pretty cool if that's what happens. I guess we'll see here. But yeah, Yot's Orb revives and heals and stuff like that, and removes status effects. If I haven't shown it, tough now, because I'd have to fight way too many battles to power it up again. Or maybe if you guys wanted me to show off a magical equivalent, like using the using like these weapons on the guys and using everybody as a magician for the final fight. If you want me to show that as like an alternate take on it, I could. I could also show using Unama's Orb on the final fight and completely nuking the boss, you know. Pretty much whatever, you know, if there's anything else that you think I need to show off for this game, let me know in comments, and I will get work on that, and that'll come out kind of, you know, a few days after, when I get around to actually recording it. But for now, I should probably go finish the recording for the final boss, and then finish the test run for 10-2, because you'll hear why I'm not particularly motivated to finish that test run in the ending for this game, because yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit. Anyway, I've stalled long enough. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.